It is time to make the noise to summon the stream. Greetings, dear viewers. I'm Coil Quickcard, and welcome back to RPG Maker, where today we are going to be working on some interiors and exteriors in the new areas. But first, here, before the stream started, and then the last couple days, I have been testing bits and pieces for another new minigame. So, just indulge me for a moment while I do that. I just need a couple conditionals here. If Life 1 Lost is off, then a conditional branch. If Life 2 Lost is off, and then another conditional branch. Actually, I think this covers all three states. But I do need my other branches. Okay. So if Life 1 Lost, so if you haven't lost the first life on the minigame, then if the second life has also not been lost, then that means that you still have all three lives. So you would turn on Life 1 Lost. If Life 1 Lost is off, and Life 2 Lost is off... No, wait, this is the condition. This condition, Life 1 Lost off, Life 2 Lost off. If Life 1 Lost has been lost, but Life 2 Lost has not been, then you would turn off Life 2. But if it's not on, then you would turn on Life Lost 3. I think that's the right order for this. Alright, just give me a minute to indulge my testing of this, and then we'll actually get to designing the interiors. Also, the last minigame I built on the last stream, even better. All I have to do now is set up the reward tiers. I already know what those are, so it's fair enough. Morning, Diamond Glare. Welcome to the stream. Alright, let's test this. Okay. So, okay, every single time I forget to add this. Because this is just for the purposes of testing this thing. Turn off the damn snow. There we go. Alright, so let's test the prototype for this new minigame. Let's see if we can get, like, a proof of concept. So, there's basically an invisible barrier above and below me, so I'm stuck only able to move in this one horizontal plane. Now, although it looks like we are actually going up some kind of a tile map, this is actually a completely empty map, and that is purely a parallax in the background. I created a parallax by combining a tile, like a map design, with an existing parallax, so now we have an infinitely vertically scrolling tower. So first, when I activate this, it should activate a switch which will cause an obstacle to appear and start falling down, like we are ascending toward it. Okay? Now, in theory, if I did this right, that obstacle will have invisibly reset its original position. Let's see if it behaves exactly the same the second time. It did not behave exactly the same the second time. So, is that because I never turned off its transparent? Yes, it is. Okay, so it actually will have persistent states, even as it goes. That's interesting. So are there any other persistent states that it has? Through is off, transparent is off. We're going to have them wait a full half a second when they get to the impact point. I'm going to spend less than 10 minutes on this before I actually get to the map work. Alright. So, there goes the obstacle. We give it a couple seconds. It should now be fully reset. Okay? It fully reset. That's good. I still wasn't able to see my lives, though. Okay, now I can see my lives up in the corner. Good. So that's the horizontal plane I want to work with. So we're going to move them to the right side. I just think they'll look better over there. There we go. Alright, so we now have a working obstacle which will fully reset itself. Now we're going to test the impact. There's a couple other things I was testing tied to the impact. That's fine. Interesting. Morning, Light. Just doing a little prototype testing for a new minigame. Oh. Oh, you're waiting a spot above me. Okay. Come to think of it, yeah, that's all fine. Okay. So if this works, always wanted to make an RPG game. Got any tips? It depends what you want to build, honestly. Like, there's all sorts of options available. Interesting. It is still stopping in extra space above. Why is it stopping the extra space above? Let's put an extra wait command. Let's do like a quarter of a second, and then it turns off through where it should be in the impact plane. Is that the problem? Weird. Why? Why is it not passing through? There's something I'm missing here. I'm not getting it into the horizontal plane I want it to. Okay, there we go. Now, if I impact it, does it work? If it does work, we should also see the background change, because I'm using a different background for different stages. No. Okay. That did lose a life. That did lose life 1. Okay, that's life 2. Now, when life 3 works, if it works the way I want it to, it will stop all the other events and then maybe transport me out? Life 3 lost is on. Life 3 lost is on. This is supposed to activate, which stops event processing. Okay, so that seems to stop its own processing as well. So we're actually getting this to stop in the right spot. So it's basically just waiting 45 frames in one area. The problem is that it is not activating on impact the way I want it to. So that is what I am not figuring out. Let's disable that. So it starts moving again. I may have to redesign the system so that it will just manually check for the player's horizontal position and then trigger the impact that way instead of trying to troubleshoot all of the various, like, impact points. Alright, fair enough. Anywho, let's actually get on to what we're here for. But first, I will show what I built last time. Because last time, I built a minigame. Monsters will appear in the area above us. Snowballs will appear on the counter near you. Your job is to hit those monsters with the snowballs. The big plant monster is worth 1 point. Goblins, skeletons, and slimes are worth 3. The demon is worth 5. Score big and win a prize. Care to try? It's 50 bottle caps per game. Yes. Okay. Got that. Oh. Got him. I am honestly amazed that I got all this to work. Got him. Oh, here comes the guy. Get him. Got him twice. Not bad. Final score, 103. Alright, so yeah, that's what we built last time. Honestly, I'm surprised it works. So, the scoring that I have come up with for it... Oh, the guy doesn't actually say that missing completely gives you -1 point. So, the reward tiers, if you manage to score -10 points for the whole game, and it's actually harder than you might think to consistently get negatives, if you get -10 points over the whole game, it will give you a one-time reward of 3 Diet Pepsi. If you get at least 60 points, you get 2 Candied Crystals. And if you get at least 80 points, it will give you 1 of each of the current crafting items. So, 1 bottle cap ore, 1 beast hide, 1 bubbling water, 1 flavor packet, and 1 candied crystal. And if you manage to go over 100, you get a one-time reward of a Codex Astartes. So those are the reward tiers I have set up. I haven't actually integrated them yet, but that's the plan. We just need one more line of dialogue. Actually, we have a 4th line. Demon is worth 5. If you hit nothing, you lose 1 point. There we go. Okay, now the thing about negatives is clarified. That is all done. let's actually move on to what I plan to do today, which is map design. So previously, we added this entire archipelago, and I need to design stuff for this area. And today I'm going to be focusing specifically on map work. So this here at the southern end of this peninsula is essentially a subway station. It's going to let you take a bus that goes through an underwater tunnel that leads here to the city of Wallachia. So let's start working on the exterior of this subway station slash bus stop. Let's add a whole new super map just to keep track of everything, and we're just going to call it Act 2. Whoops. Okay, Act 2 is sub-Act 1, which it should not be. There we go. Alright, so the first map we need is the underwater tunnel exterior. This is going to be sort of like at the beach, so we can do like the sounds of surf and waves. Let's see. Alright, that works. We need some music for it. Let's set the mood. Ah, that's way too loud. Ooh. Ooh, I kind of like that. Nah. Okay, what's this like once the beat gets going? Okay, 5 and 7. Yep, I think that's right. Turn down the sea sounds just a notch. So we're going to be running outside for this map. Let's just make it a little bit bigger. And the name is going to be... Beachside Tunnel. Alright, let's get to this design. Let's see. Nice rocky exterior. I think we want something more like that. Okay. So we're just gonna go like that with the beach. Arrange it like that. Put the sand here. Okay. And then we can have like some areas of like a walkway. And that's going to lead to just an area of stone. Okay, just like that. Do we have any palm trees? We do have palm trees. Alright, let's get the actual building put in first. So that was all layer 1. Let's hop up onto layer 2. And from the outside, we're looking at like a simple stone structure with kind of a domed top on it. So let's see if we can't maintain that same look. How big an area are we looking? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? Yeah, 6 works. Okay. I think this sort of matches the kind of design we are looking at. Just put that there. Cap it off with some kind of like a rounded structure. So we can put that up on layer 3. Just like that. And then the whole thing looks like that. Which I think does a good job of mimicking the kind of design we are going for. Back on layer 1, we are going to stretch out the stone portion by 1 more layer. And I want some kind of, like, a column. I don't think that's quite what I'm hoping for. Don't really have a better option, though. Do we want to go rounded or squared? We do want to go rounded. I wish I had an option to make those 1 notch bigger. I mean, I guess that works well enough. It doesn't need to be perfect, it just needs to be functional. And then we'll put a nice door in the way. I want to go with a nice big door. Let's see. Yeah, this I think works. Okay. Back on the first layer, extend out the front just a bit. And then when it's all stacked together, it looks like this. Problem is, this is a bit wide. I think it's going to be basically centered on this spot, which means it'll stretch over here and over here, which isn't really the effect I'm hoping for. I'm going to need a save point. Copy that. And put this here. Let's add a couple transfer points. Put this here. Transfers you into the underwater tunnel exterior, facing down, apply. Just copy an overworld exit. Put that here. And this will lead you... Whoop, nope, not there. It will lead you here, facing up. That's fine. Now, surely we can decorate this a little bit more. We can put that up top. We can put like some fancy windows. Like a nice crack on the side. Yeah, I think we are just gonna have to go with just a regular door. Where's our regular doors? This kind of works. I kind of like that. What? You know what? Let's go with something... Let's go with something a little bit different. Oh, these are all double doors. Oh. Oh. Oh, I like that. Okay, we've actually got some pairs. Wow, they don't have, like, any double doors. No, they do. They're just... Yeah, we can just add two side by side. Okay. Alright, perfect. Perfect. That's going to work great. So I probably should get rid of this crack in the wall. Right here on layer 3. We'll put that. Okay. So this is door left. And we're not going to wait for the completion on this. And this is going to apply to door left. Instead, we are going to go ahead and create a copy of it. So this is door left, and this is going to be door right. And we're going to do what we can to minimize the amount of actual copy pasting we're going to need in order to make this work. So simultaneously, we are going to add this same command to door right, but this one will wait. So the two doors should open simultaneously. Perfect. Now we just copy the event page, paste it over here, get rid of the original page, and alter the door to this one. And as far as I know, that will now be a functional double door. Alright, let's get out of the tundra. We're just going to debug walk through the world. Oh. Where's my exit? Was it further over this way? Yeah, it was. Okay. Oh. There we go. Oh, you're able to walk through the jungle. Okay, I should fix that. Alright. So here is the exterior of our next building. And that is a set of functional double doors. That is perfect. But the space above them looks a bit bare. So let's decorate it up a little bit more. Yeah, that's fine. No, that's a little high. And we'll put like one sign above it. How do I want to do that? These signs are all to across. I mean, I could just literally pop up a sign that says casino. No, that doesn't look right. I think I'm just going to have to deal with it like this. And honestly, this is fine. It's not meant to be like anything more than a transitionary point for accessing like a different area of the game. So, not too worried about it. I do want to have out like something that sort of like just keeps you from wandering wherever you want to go. What about just like some basic like wooden fencing? This tries to auto-draw itself to connect outside of the map area. Interesting. Before I forget, let's adjust the overworld tile set so that you cannot pass through the jungle trees. Let's see, how do I... Oh, you can actually make like whole... Is that traversable? It says it is traversable. Let's just make that not traversable. I mean, that's fine. That looks fine to my eyes. I just have to decorate it up a bit. Throw like a palm tree here, a palm tree here, like a palm tree here, a palm tree here, and then the base of a palm tree here, and boom, now the player can't exit the map. That's fine. And then just so those don't quite stand out as much, we'll just scatter another couple ones. These ones... Oh, that's for stacking them. Okay, that's why that one looks different. There. Stack a couple of them right there. And I think that's fine. Just put like a hole there. Like just a few basic rocks scattered around. Like a big rock here, a rock there. I think this is a completely functional... Yeah, I think this is a completely functional exterior for this little bus station here. It's functional. It's practical. Now is where it gets a little bit tricky. Now I need to make the We're just going to shorten these names. This is going to be the Water Tunnel North. Exit. This is going to be the Water Tunnel North Exterior. This is once again called the Beachside Tunnel. This is going to be running in interior map. Honestly, it really doesn't need to be big. No auto-playing thing in here. I believe the one we were using was Town 5. There we go. Are we running 20 on that? Yes, we are. Okay. So it's alright if it's a little quieter inside. So, the first thing I really need here is a way to... Well, obviously, like, you come in, and the big thing is, like, a passage down that leads to the underwater tunnel. So, I need stairs. So we can have, like, some stairs that descend to darkness. Okay. Then we need a bit of walling around it. Whoops. There we go. I'm going to need to make this a little bit bigger. So we're going to increase the height to 20. And then we're going to shift the whole thing by 4. There we go. Whoops. Alright, so we put all this here. And then we have, like, 2 high walls there. And then we want the passage to be at least 2 on either side. So down like this, across like this, and there. Now we have an exit. We have an exit, we have stairs going down. It might work to be like a little fancy. Like, this is supposed to be like a terminal. Then again, we're on a beach and probably don't want to be running like that on a beach. We could just go with, like, a tiled floor. That looks a little bit too imposing. Probably just, like, some stone Or just like some dirt at the entrance. That's fine. Yeah, that color works better. And then the rest... Oh! Oh, this is even better. Okay, and then this can lead to, like, a carpeted area. And then, honestly, just, like, some basic cobblestones, I guess. No, that really doesn't look good to my eyes. I don't think wood is practical, given the environment. Maybe just go for that. I do like that. I think the smaller pattern bugs me. That's probably about as good as I can do. So now... There we go. Outline it just like that. No. No. I think that matches the exterior. There. Yeah, I think solid black works better than the one where it actually has like a visible edge to it. Okay, so now I need to decorate this a bit. So this is supposed to be a terminal. Like, this leads to the underwater tunnel. So... how the hell do I decorate the interior? We can put, like, a map. Just sort of, like, put some kind of touristy looking stuff on the wall, I guess. I'll be honest, I do not have the slightest clue how to decorate this place. So I think the best I can do is just like try to make the interior like a little bit busy. I genuinely don't know what else I could realistically do here. But at least it's not a location where I would be expecting players to, like, spend a lot of time. So that's a plus. No, that just doesn't do anything for me. Okay, a big pile of bones probably isn't going to help much. Crystal-y stuff isn't going to help much. How do I fancy it up? Okay, wait a minute. Alright, this is a terminal. This is a place where people go and they wait for a bus to take them through the underwater tunnel. So, if this is a place where people are waiting to go across a tunnel, we can have, like, a waiting area. That works fine. I think this one is a bit much. But we can definitely, like, put around some chairs and stuff. Yeah, I think that works. Maybe, like, a little something to have while you wait. It doesn't need to be fancy. It just needs to be practical. Honestly, just like a tea kettle. That works fine. Like a couple cups lying around. Okay. We're actually getting this. Good morning, what the what? Welcome to the stream. We can have, like, notices on the walls, stuff like that. That's a bit too much. Is that a crystal ball? Yep. That's a crystal ball. Don't know why I'd need a crystal ball, but the point is, I mean, this seems very practical. Like, this isn't a residence, this isn't a religious center, this is just, like, a functional building. This is just a waiting area. I think it will serve that function reasonably well. Yeah, it's definitely gonna be a bit tight. I'm definitely not using these side ones, though. Does that look any better? No, it doesn't. I think this will work. Once it's populated with NPCs, this is fine. I mean, all you're really doing is you're just coming into this building, coming here, learning what it is, then you're going down here, and that just leads to the underwater tunnel. So I think this is where it's gonna get a little bit weird. So, do I have, like, water? Do I have something I can use as a water parallax? Like, if you were underwater. No. Okay, so whatever I do for an underwater structure is necessary. Yeah, I know the entrance is off-center. I don't actually like it either, though. I mean, you come in here from a set of double doors. No one's going to care if a set of double doors leads to an entrance that's 3 tiles wide. No one's gonna care about that. So we can just make this work with a 3 wide. That'll be fine. Up, yes, that's fine. Transfer, copy, copy. And then we'll just put you out there. And you know what? It genuinely bugs me that the center can't put you to the center. So instead, what we are going to do with this one is have it set a random variable to a random value between 1 and 2. And then if that random variable is equal to 1, we'll have it send you to the left side. And if it's a 2, we'll have you put to the other side. There we go. It is now a non-deterministic exit. Was that necessary? No. Is anyone ever going to care? No. Am I proud that I did it? Abso-damn-lutely. Okay. So... underwater tunnel. Town 5, we're going to set it to Town 5, 10%. And we're actually going to make this fairly wide, but not very tall. And it's going to be running the Sci-Fi Outside map. And this is about to get very weird and complicated. Okay. There is a bunch of water. So that was all layer 1. Everything else we are doing, we are going to be putting on layer 2. Now, do I actually have a bus? This is meant to be a bus terminal. We got car, we got a truck. We got a helicopter and a tank. Those don't really help me. I could have sworn that there was a bigger... that there was like a truck somewhere. I mean, if it just has to be a car, that works too. It's just kind of funny if it's like just a car. Yeah, this one's got that one. Okay, so I guess this is going to be our shuttle. Cool. Oh, wait, this is the goddamn bus. It's literally a double-decker. This was the bus. I was looking right at it. I was so used to looking at building blocks that I didn't recognize it as literally a bus. Okay, fine. That's good. That's good. So we're on layer 2. So the first thing we need is the stairs coming down. down. And they lead to about here. And at the top, it's just black, just like before. Now, we can go with this sort of dark stone. Wow, you really don't want to... You really don't want to, like, look better than that, huh? That is... It's because you're not on automatic layers, isn't it? Okay. That really doesn't look... I don't like the tiling on that. That one looks very kind of grungy and run down. That's just kind of a weird pattern. That one's a bit dark. I literally have no idea what that's about. No. I really don't want to go with wood construction. That's kind of cool. White might work. This one might work. Okay. That is okay. That is fine. All right. Yes, I think I like that one. Not so much that one, not so much that one. This one sort of works. This is an underground tunnel that goes under the ocean. So... honestly, I think just working with this one here works fine as a wall. Yeah, that's fine. Honestly, we can make this a lot smaller. Let's shift the whole thing by like 20 spaces to the left. There we go. And then let's make it a lot less wide. There we go. Yeah, that works. Okay. And then it's not a very wide tunnel. So we just put that like there. And now we just need a pattern for the floor. I don't like the tiling on that. Okay, and then we just put the bus here. And then we can use like an event, the players would look like they get onto the bus, and then the bus just sort of like zooms off this way, and then it transitions to the destination. That's kind of what I'm envisioning here. So let's see if that works. Let's see how it looks with the with all of the water on the map. If the water doesn't look right, we can always just make it solid black. We can just use dialogue and sound design to give the impression that, oh, this tunnel's going, like, across the water underneath it. But I want to try it with the water background first, just to see if it manages to give the impression. Whoop. There we go. Okay. There we go, the beachside tunnel exterior. I like this. I think that looks pretty good. Oh, we're not actually able to walk in here anymore. That's okay, I can fix that. Oh, okay. So that way should be blocked. I can block that easily enough. This way is blocked. That's fine. So here's the beachside tunnel. The sound is a little bit quieter. Okay. Those all work as intended. So the bus would be like right here, and then you'd get on it, and then the bus would go this way, and then it would fade out. So this is how it looks with the water visible in the background. I need a different tile where you can't like visibly see brick underneath it. But I really don't have good options. Hold on. This is a layer underneath. So we're not going to see the edges no matter how I use it. Is there a way to create acceleration? Yeah, I can easily adjust the speed at which the event moves. So I can have it start very slow and then accelerate before it fades out. The bubbles are getting closer. I think this one might be the smoothest water design I can get. Ah, except that one doesn't move. I like the color of that one perfectly. That's like completely static, though. Are all the water textures just going to be completely static except at transition points? Let's try this. Does this one have visible... a gradient along the edges of the wall? I'm not really sure how I would integrate that. What about this? There's no visible under texture to the water that lets you really, like, see the illusion. This just looks like standing water. So it's basically going to be a choice between this or just solid black. So here's what it looks like with the water. And here is what it will look like with solid black. I can apply just a tint to the whole screen in order to make it look darker. And I probably will, because it's very, very dark. Yeah, I think I absolutely prefer it. I absolutely prefer it with the water. Okay. So we can copy this, and we can add an automatic tinting effect. And we're basically just going to set it to be a bit darker. Let's actually go down another notch for darkness. Let's up the grayscale a little bit. Okay. And then when you leave the tunnel, it will automatically adjust it back to normal. And then we can adjust with the sound design. We could add drips. What kind of light source do you have in mind? Not a clue. I have no idea how this place is lit. Probably magic. Okay, let's try that. Okay. Alright, next thing we are going to do is make a bus show up. So this is actually four individual parts. So, problem, I think this bus might be facing the wrong way. I... Okay, the lighting is a lot better. Okay, I don't like the bus. I just don't. I don't think the bus looks good. We're just going to go with a car. Instead of a bus service, we're just going to call it a shuttle service. I can always just create a copy of the tile set image and reverse this. Car back. Tunnel is only one way, then abruptly ends. Well, basically, it'll show the car moving that direction. It will show it gaining speed. Then it will fade out. And then basically it'll fade in and you'll be at your destination. It's creating the implication that you have driven through the tunnel. That's about the best that I can do. And change the movement frequency to the highest, change the speed to the lowest, and then we can have this like a very basic speed up. If the weirdest thing in this game ends up being that the tunnel ends abruptly, then it will have been a staggering success. Because there's so much weird stuff in here. I like this. I like this. I feel like I am under there. Like, I get that what this is supposed to be. I think I can do with a different ground texture. And I think I can do with a different wall. That one just doesn't look good. That is way too bright. That might work. That's not bad. And I really need something that's just going to, like, work as a street. What if I just do that? Whoop. Whoops. Undo. What if I just do that and then, like, scale around it? No, that's still on a higher layer. That isn't really going to work. A two-tone ground texture with one being walkable and the other road would be logical. That's a good idea. Okay. I think I like this. I think that works. So, if we're going to have a walkable path, I think that works for a walkable path, but the transition is really rough. That doesn't look ideal. I think that works for a walkable path. Yeah, I think that's fine. How does it look if we put a couple of these at the bottom? Does it help complete the illusion, or do I really need to see... Well, it would be yellow marks if it was constructed in our world, and, you know, to safety standards. Okay, I think having, like, the bottom part sort of reinforces this concept of it being an underwater tunnel. I think I like that. I think I like this walkway texture, and that walkway texture makes the contrast with the wall topper significantly less egregious. So the next thing that I need I can just, like, put an event here where you start walking that way, and, like, it'll have you come back and, I don't know, Thatcher can be like, I don't know, that's like a 10-mile walk. We'll just do that. Same as characters, player touch, event. We'll just have the player move right. And then Thatcher will complain. She'll just be like, that's nearly a 20-mile walk. Are you crazy? There we go. Perfect. You're right. We have to fix. It cannot be freedom units. There we go. There is no freedom allowed in this world. It's a 20-kilometer walk. Okay. So, when you get inside of the car, the first thing that is going to happen is that the player moves through on and moves one step forward. Then we gather followers. Then we turn player followers off. Then we make the player transparent. Okay. We make the player transparent, and we also change the player speed to the slowest. Then we wait like 2 seconds. We could play a sound effect. Is there an engine sound? Is there a car sound? Okay. Is there... I mean, that's a weird noise, but I kind of like it. Okay. And then the player is going to move one space to the left, and then increase their movement speed to slower. Then the car front is going to move one space to the left and increase speed. Then the car back is going to move one space forward and increase speed, but with a wait for completion. Then we repeat these steps, but this time we increase speed again. And we wait on the last one. Then we go again. And this time we increase speed to 4. And we increase speed to 4. And we increase speed to 4. Then we go again, and this time we increase speed to 5. Maybe a silly jingle. That might work. Okay. And on this round, we're going to add an extra unit of movement before we increase speed again. And we go again. And this time, once again, we add an extra unit of movement before increasing speed to the fastest. And another movement, increase speed to the fastest. Okay. So at this point we've moved 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... No, we've moved 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 spaces left. So if we started here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we're about here. So that still leaves like over 20 spaces you could move. That's fine. So at that point, we move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 15. We move the player 15 spaces. The player speed, we are then going to set back to normal. Just so I don't forget to have that happen. And then we do the same thing with the car front, although we don't need to reset its speed. And we do the same thing with the car back, though we don't need to reset its speed. And at that point, we are going to fade out along with the BGM over 3 seconds and also the BGS over 3 seconds. Okay. So what other type of sounds could we use? Wind, water, up, whatever that is. Now. Well, that's just annoying. Oh, wait. Now. Resonance, reflection, recovery, phone... Particles? No. None of that really sounds right to me. That sounds right to me. Okay, so we have machine. Okay, we also just have, like, a straight horn. I can put in a frog sound effect if that's gonna help. You know, we could have the cars moving along, we fade out, and then... Oh, that's not really a car crash. What else do we have? Yeah, there's tons of audio gags I could have in the blackout. I could have it, like, generate a random one from a number of options. Like, I don't know, maybe the driver, like, tells a story, or the driver, like... There's a lot of stuff I could do. There's a lot of cool stuff I could do there. What the hell noise is that? Oh, I hate that. That's terrible. Okay, that is fine, though. So we play this. And then after 2 seconds, we play the noise machine. Okay, let's see how this looks so far. Okay. Oh, right. The event itself isn't set to through. Whoops. Okay. It's crashing into the event. There we go. That's better. Alright, I should have a fully functional car departure now. At least visually. And today we're just worrying about the visuals. Oh, that was so fast. I feel like I need that to go slower. That is... Oh, I'm not waiting on the last one. That's why. Okay. I thought that felt way too flat. Way, way, way too fast. Okay. I think that's it. I think that's it. I think that's it right there. That looks like we have climbed into a car and taken the shuttle. So, the first thing I want to do, I want to make sure they climb into the back of the car. So... if they are interacting with this part of the car, then one step forward will always be sufficient to get into them. If they're interacting with the front part of the car, then they could be here or here, which would be like one step right and then down. Or it would be one step right and then either up or down. Okay. I actually know exactly how to fix that. We fix it by having the front not do anything at all. We fix it by having the front be the driver. Now, who looks like they could... You. Sci-Fi Actor 1. Slot 6. Congratulations. Climb into the back, and I'll shuttle you over to Wallachia. Perfect. There we go. Now we have a driver, and now we don't have a problem where it looks like everyone's trying to climb into, like, the engine block. Also, apparently, we have a really cool driver. Climb into the back, and I'll shuttle you over to Wallachia. See, this is the kind of driver I would trust. That is absolutely perfect. That is absolutely perfect for an event. So we're going to have it weigh 180 frames before it does anything else after that. That's fine. We're going to add a comment here because this is where we can add, like, humorous stuff. Common event here to add mid-drive events. We'll have that after the screen fades out, but before the music fades out. Can we have, like, a text box after the screen fades out that's still visible? Or is that going to make dialogue boxes disappear as well? That's something I'm not 100% sure on, so let's test it. We're also going to lower the pitch on that sound effect real quick. Perfect! Okay. So before the sound and the music fades out, we can throw in like a sound effect and we can have like a dialogue. And we can generate like some random stuff that happens there. So if you want to suggest things that can happen in the middle of the drive, you know, just like a fun aside, you know, something fun that the driver says, or like, I don't know, the sound of swerving to avoid an animal, or like, I don't know, maybe a bunch of gunshots. It doesn't matter. If anyone is watching, if anyone has any idea for something they want to happen as just like a fun little thing during the drive, let me know and I will add it to the to-do list, and we're just going to have it randomly pick between those. Do not worry, there will definitely be world building about that. Undertale Ferryman reference. Okay. We are adding those to mid-tunnel events. Undertale Ferryman reference. Okay. I gotta get up for a minute. I will be right back. I will leave you with some music. I don't know. This. Ugh. Okay, I'm returning. Okay. I like a lot of the ideas I'm seeing here. So we can have Malter asks why there aren't any lights down here. Driver says they attract sea monsters. Let's count the fish. Generate RNG. Gas prices joke. I don't know enough One Piece to make a reliable One Piece reference. Okay. That's fine. We have like a big tree here. Okay. I'm going to be king of the shuttle drivers. Okay, that works. So now we have a shuttle that goes across the water and leads to Wallachia. What on earth is going on here? Oh. That's fine. Okay, so we're going to expand the wall up this way. And this will be where, like, the subway station is. So let's go to our wall. So, no. Not like that. We're going to have a 2-wide path. Get rid of all this stuff here in the middle. There we go. And put this just like that. Just like that. Just like that, just like that, just like that. And we can have it connect down to here. Finish that. So there is a lot here that has to be different. This is such intense music for here. There we go. Okay, like that, like that. Let's build the rest of this thing. Whoop. There we go. Just like that. Just like that. Just like that. Okay. Okay. Just like that. And like that. Oh, right. Wrong one. Okay. All right, that works. And now we put a bunch of this here. Yeah. Okay, that works. That works very well. So this is going to be the entrance to the subway in Wallachia. What are we using here for grass? We're using this. Okay. Alright. So we'll have it immediately cross this way in order to meet with the public thoroughfare, the primary road that stretches through Wallachia. Okay. So this is where it's going to get a little bit odd. I'm basically going to need, like, a reverse copy of that car. So, we can move Wallachia into Act 2. We're actually going to make a copy of the underwater tunnel here. So this is going to be underwater tunnel north. This is going to be underwater tunnel south. And it's town to 20-80%. Okay. So, town to 20-80%. Okay, it's MV town 2. Cool. So, for this one, I very much need to redesign this. So we're going to shift the whole thing like 20 spaces to the left. Let's do like an extra 6. Okay. Oh, right. Everything here has been custom layered. Okay. Perfect. And just like that. And just like that. And just like that. And just like that. Okay. And get rid of all that. And have a bit of wall go there. Just like that. Okay. So here we have the same thing with the events. Except this time the player is going to move left. Cool. So the car... We basically just have to replace every move left with a move right. And I wish there was an easy way to do that. I know the car's not reversed. That's in edit. I can make very easily. Let me just bring up my GIMP here. Okay. So, bring up my files. MZ new images tile sets. And this is running sci-fi outside B. Yes, okay. Sci-fi outside B. And we just highlight this area with the car. And use our basic tool to flip it horizontal. Then we save a copy of this. And we're going to call it Sci-Fi Outside BX. That's fine. Export it. That's fine. Okay. So now we're going to take Sci-Fi Outside, and we're going to make a copy of it. And this is just going to be Sci-Fi Outside Reverse. And this one we're going to copy the B with the BX. We change the underwater tunnel south to use the outside reverse tile set. And the only thing that has changed is that the car sides now face the correct side. And that is how it is done. So now we are going to copy the event page, paste it here, and then this event page we are going to copy, change this to car back, and paste it here, delete, car front, climb into the back and I'll shuttle you over to the tundra. Cool. One step forward, gather followers. There we go. I did want to adjust the machine sound. There we go. Okay. Move right. Take off the move left. Move right. Take off the move left. And this is basically what I am going to be doing for the next 3 minutes. Delete, move right. 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 Delete, delete, move right, move right. Delete, delete, move right, move right. Delete, delete, move right, move right. Delete, 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 right, right, right. Delete, 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 right, right, right. Delete, 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 right, right, right. And then this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And delete, copy. Okay. That should work. So then we transfer the player to the underwater tunnel north, here, facing up. Okay, your speed is set to normal. You are still transparent and through. So at this point, we fade in the screen. The player turns off transparent. We change player followers to on. We have the player move up one space. We have the player gather followers. We have the player turn down, turn off through. Okay. And then we have the driver say... I'll be here anytime you want to cross the ocean. Okay. So now we're going to take this whole thing and we are going to copy it to Tunnel North. Except this leads to Tunnel South. Okay, I think this works. Let's give it a full test. We may have just gotten the players to the next town. I'll be here anytime you want to cross the ocean. We just crossed the ocean. That's a nearly 20-kilometer walk. Are you crazy? That works! It works! That works. I have a functional cross-ocean shuttle. And by cross-ocean, I mean it's basically like the Channel Tunnel. Oh, it works. It works. Okay. We have access to Wallachia. Oh, that's wonderful news. Now, little thing I wanted to fix. We needed to make sure... Whoops. There. We just needed to make sure that this palm tree successfully blocked walking that direction. Cool. Not bad. Yeah, we have functional underwater tunnel. And it leads you right into the false Hydra infected city of Wallachia. So now I just need, like, a terminal exit. So what can I do for, like, a terminal exit? Everything here is basically using the same, like the same basic design. So we'll just put this here, along along with the yellow roof. There we go. Okay, that will be the terminal building. So at this point, I think we should just make the terminal building interior and then call it a day for the stream. So this is going to be Wallachia Terminal. And this is going to be the Wallachia Tunnel. That's fine, that's fine. We're running MV Town 2 at pitch 20 at 20%. For Wallachia 15, since we're going to an interior. Yeah, 15. Wallachia internal. Inside. Wallachia uses a lot of yellow. I don't think that looks good as a wall design, though. That definitely doesn't look good as a wall design. Honestly, I think this, like, brick is probably all we really need. There we go. Just like that. Okay. Then we need the stairs, which go down to this area. So, boop, whoops, boop, boop, boop. Just like that. And little extra wall here. Okay. That's a terminal. It'll look better once I've gotten in like the actual. Oh no, it still comes in like double tiled size. I'm still not crazy about that. Dang. That is just way too bright. We're just gonna have like honestly, on this side, it's fine if we're back to using wood. Wood is nice and comfortable. Okay. This side will be sort of tiled like that, I think. Transition looks a bit rough. Oh, God. I didn't put any of this to automatic before I started doing it. That's a cool wall texture. I I don't know. I just don't. I'm not crazy about it. I think that clashes too much with the floor. It's basic, but it's functional at least. Um, like a nice carpeted floor. We can definitely go with a nice carpeted floor. Because this area is, a fair bit nicer. We're actually going to go up a layer. The general aesthetic for Wallachia is something's not quite right here. That's the entire vibe I want to go for Wallachia. Wallachia is very empty. Like it's a lot more empty than it should be. That's the vibe we're going for with Wallachia. I think the neutral sort of helps to sell that design idea. I when you first go in here, sleek clean whites and barren landscapes are a very good way of creating unease. When you first step foot into Wallachia, like I want it to be clear that there is way too much space and not enough people. Like that should be immediately apparent. Like there's just not enough people around. So I think having a terminal that can actually accommodate a large number, or at least a decent number of people, and yet maybe only has like one person in it. The city should feel very empty compared to its size. That's the idea of it. The point is that a false Hydra is in this town. When a false Hydra kills a person, all awareness of that person disappears from people's minds. So it's able to just essentially feed at will, and people won't even realize that people are dying until they can like sort of logic their way through it and be like, there is way too it's too much stuff in this town for this to be right. So the town is a lot emptier than it should be. We're gonna put a clock on the wall. We're going to have like some tables set up where people can wait. Some more like stools around the side. Yeah, I think that works. We're gonna have a few banners hanging from the wall. One of them is not quite right. There's like some books available if anybody wants books. There's like an empty shelf over here. Like a couple notices on the walls. And then going up another layer as to what's actually like out and on the tables. That's too big. Yeah, there's like one glass here, and the rest is pretty much just empty. And there's like a crack in the wall here. So you enter Wallachia, and this is the first sight that you're given. Like, this is clearly something that's more like upscale. You know, this is like much more of like a fancy town, much more of like a wealthy area. And there's gonna be like one person. There's gonna be like one person in this terminal. And then the rest of it is just going to be empty. So the whole point of it is that it's just going to feel uncomfortable. That in a word is the feeling I'm trying to go for. It should be uncomfortable how little there is in it. We don't need those shadows there. That's fine. Let's put in a dark right here. And then that's where we're going to put a door. We don't need to mess around with the door up down stuff anymore. This leads into the Wallachia terminal facing up. And what kind of a door really works here? Honestly, what about just like a mesh? Like, I think a mesh works. A large door to accommodate a large crowd. Ooh. Ooh, you know what? I think you're absolutely right. Alright, so here's the beachside tunnel, the underwater tunnel. Climb in the back and I'll shuttle you to Wallachia. Okay. I'll be here anytime you want to cross the ocean. Climb in the back, I'll shuttle you over to the tundra. Right, okay, we need to retent that back to normal. Let's immediately fix that. I don't want it to look off. There we go. I do enjoy my tea. Good. Good. Okay, are all of these working? Confirm all of those are working. Oh, I didn't actually make the door go anywhere. Okay. We need to see how big this door actually is. Okay. Do 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 do. It's very tall. I think I need one more height of door. Okay. So let's go for one more of that. And then one more of that. Okay. That works. So let's put a sign... Whoops. Let's put a sign over here. And a patch up here where the wall is a bit old and unkempt. Okay. I think the narrative theme of memory and the loss of memory is fascinating. It's as if the very narrative is getting clouded. Subtle environmental storytelling and the fear of being forgotten. Done well, it's a fantastic trope. Okay. And boom, this will be your first look at Wallachia. You come up the terminal into this room. There's going to be one NPC. They're going to be sitting right here in this chair. The rest of the room is empty, without context. You walk outside and you see that you're now somewhere else. The environment's very different. It's very big. You see that you've come out of this, like, grand door. The sign will be, like, welcome to the terminal. The building itself is already very obviously, like, not pristine. And then you'll go down the street into this wide market thoroughfare. And you're in Wallachia proper. Obviously, it's not done yet, but it's going to be clear that this is a very dense city. Like, this is a place where a lot of people have been. There's going to be a lot of empty interiors. And then off to the side, you cross the bridge and you sort of come to this much more, like, rundown area. Like, very much like the slum sort of area. That, of course, leads to the graveyard, where we're going to have gravestones you can push to open access to other areas. The road continues south, which leads to a temple. And I was so proud of how I designed this. Like, it's so close to being normal. But you can see, like, it's a little overgrown. The garden is just ever so slightly not kept up all the way. This town has been being victimized for a long time. And the fact is that there are no longer enough people in it to keep up with the maintenance that a city of this size actually needs. So all over the place are going to be signs, like little hints here and there of dilapidation, neglect. A lot of the NPCs are going to feel like very, overworked. Like they're constantly having to fix things. And it's basically because everyone who's left here who's trying to keep this town running is having to basically do the work of 2 or 3 people just to keep it running. Because the extra people aren't around anymore. So that is the whole feel that we are going to be going for with Wallachia. It should be very interesting, I think. And clearly I've got to fix some stuff for that one. What am I building that out of that people are able to walk through? I'm not even sure what it is. Because that's all layer. What did I build that out of that I'm just able to walk through? I'm not even sure. I was able to walk right through this, which I definitely shouldn't be able to do. Did I, build the whole thing? I'm gonna have to, I swear I'm gonna have to go back to my VOD and, figure out what blocks I even constructed this thing out of. Because I feel like I am definitely walking places that I should not be walking. Seriously, why was I able to do that? What is this block? What is this? It's this one. It's this block. That block is not passable. Wait. I think I know the problem. No, I did turn through off. What is wrong? What about some vines on the regular buildings? Oh yeah, there's gonna be a lot more decoration. The majority of Wallachia has not even been built. All I've done is arrange, like, the very basic outlines of it. The city is also struggling because they are... Outside of the city, there are swarms of undead. And so they're trying to fight off the undead. What they fail to realize, however, is that the undead are being led by a lich. It's that window, okay. The undead are being led by a lich, and the lich is basically just not being affected by the memory damage of the false Hydra's victims. So the lich knows what is going on in this city and is trying to fix it. We are still able to walk through that. Okay. Well, I figured out one thing. Windows. We are able to walk through windows that we should not be able to walk through. I just don't know where those windows are. What? Yeah, it's using the outside... It's using the outside step. What is with the window? Okay. Where is that window coming from? And why can I walk through it? Why can I not find this window? How sentient is the Hydra? I do not know yet. That information has not yet been determined. Okay, I'm just... Oh, it's from this one. Oh, hey. There's the proper bus. God damn it. So, I found the bus that's not red. God damn it, I knew I had one. I knew I had a bus that wasn't red. Oh, damn it. Oh. Screw it. We're keeping this as is. I knew I had a white bus. I knew it. I knew it. It's an MV outside B. I didn't check the MV tile sets. Oh. Okay, I feel slightly vindicated, though. So this thing... We kept being able to walk through it. It was this one, which now no longer is passage. Okay. You know what? I think that is good for today. Yes, I think that is all good for today. So, what I am next going to do is work on my new minigame prototype. So it's moving down. Alright, we don't need to mess with the throughs at all. We just need, at this point, to activate impact test. Okay. That's fine. We don't ever have to turn the throughs on or off. We don't ever have to do that. We don't ever have to do that. We don't ever have to turn the throughs on or off. It turns off the pattern test, yes. So after moving down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So after moving down 10 spaces, it activates the impact test switch. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Perfect. That puts it on the level. So now, when this gets set to impact test, the first thing it will do is set a variable, and this is going to be impact player X, and it is going to be equal to the character player's map X. Okay. Then, if the X is equal to 7, it will run the damage command. Yes. Okay. Cool. We're actually going to just put a thing here real quick so I can teleport to that location easily. Yeah, I've been trying to design another minigame. And getting the events to work the way I wanted them to with impacts was just not functioning reliably. So instead, once it reaches the impact zone, we're just going to have it run a check. So here's the minigame screen. The idea of it is that we're flying up the spire, higher and higher and higher. So patterns of targets will come down like that, and it will... Ah! I did not turn impact test off. Okay, so that was horrifying. Okay, so we turn impact test off. Oh, that was not pleasant. Okay. So anyways, obstacles will fly down from the top of the screen, and then will reset themselves. And there'll be, like, different patterns for them. And the whole point is that the player is moving left and right in order to avoid the obstacles as they're flying higher and higher up the tower. If one hits them... Okay. Then we don't need to set that. But we do need to turn off the impact test switch so that it is not activating multiple times. I don't think more than one instance of a parallax can run simultaneously. Hey, that worked! I lost one of my 3 lives. Okay, hold on. It's not... Okay, it's not resetting properly, so it's running the check in the wrong place. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10. 10 to the impact point. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it should move 16 up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay, so it's not moving far enough up, I think. So the actual impact check zone was being run at different locations. Okay. Perfect. Okay, it's running in the center again. And then when the 3rd life is lost, it should trigger a game over effect. Which doesn't exist yet, so it just sort of teleports you to the Pepsi portation grid. Okay. That is functional. Too much vertical parallax just ends up in motion sickness. Yeah. Okay, so I have an impact trigger. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Is there a way I can simplify this? Wait. Okay, so all of my impact events, all the impacts are going to take place here on row 9 of the map. So, if we set impact player Y and we set that equal to can I set that equal to an event's Y? Is that a thing I can do? Or am I just going to have to run it uniquely for every possible... No, I can. Okay. So we can set it for map Y. So we can set it for an event's map Y. So can I make it so that it will just have like a single impact check to run for every event? So let's call this obstacle 1 and call this obstacle 2. So if I have a variable where I set impact player Y equal to obstacle 1's Y, then I can have a master check where if impact player Y is equal to 9, so I could set up a single way of checking for impacts that would just be universal to all of my obstacles. Basically, it would first check if an obstacle is active, and it would do that by seeing if the obstacle's Y coordinate is 9. If it is, that's going to mean that it is in the impact zone, meaning that it's active for that pattern. If it is, then it checks the player's X position. And if the X position is equal to the X coordinate of that obstacle, then it will trigger an impact. So it would take quite a while to set all this up, and I would need like a different variable for each of the obstacles. But that way, all of the impact processing would be handled by a single event, and I would never have to touch it again. At that point, all I would need to do is have different switches for different patterns where different obstacles would be activated. Okay. All right. So this minigame, as far as a proof of concept, this works. This absolutely works. The proof of concept is done. It just has to be scaled up and modified. Like 10% of the work it'll take me to build this minigame has been done. But that 10% of work is enough to prove that every concept I need to design for this game is possible and functional the way I want it to be. All I would have to do is actually finish constructing it and then design the different levels and reward tiers and whatnot. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, that all works. Um, Last thing, I think I should finish designing the reward payout for the snowball game end. So before it fades in the screen, because variable 015 is the score. So I don't want to reset that until after the reward payout. Okay. So as the conditional, if the snowball game score, is there a high score log? No, and that's actually something I don't know how to implement. If it is less than or equal to -10, then it is going to check if worst award gotten, best award gotten. So it's going to check if the worst award gotten is on. If it is, not on, then it is going to turn on the worst award gotten. So it's a one-time reward for doing as badly as possible. Who the hell do I even have, like, for this guy? Where was he? Nope, that's not him. What face did I use for this guy? I don't have the slightest idea. Dude, what face do I use for you? Oh, you're evil. Oh. Okay, I clicked on the right thing. I just didn't see it. So, worst award gotten, evil. Be like, That is the worst score I have ever seen in my life. How do you even function? Here, take these. With skills like that, you are going to need them more than I ever would. And he gives you 3 Diet Pepsi. You won 3 Diet Pepsi for being the worst. Okay, cool. Next thing is going to check if you scored more than 100. So greater than or equal to 100. Check if best award gotten is on. If it isn't, then you turn on best award gotten. There we go. That was amazing. The only other person I have ever seen score that high was that weird giant fellow, Quartus. Here. You can have this. It's something he left here. Okay. And it gives you a one-time reward of the Codex Astartes. You won a copy of the Codex Astartes. Cool. So next up, what were my reward tiers? They were where are my notes? Put it at 50 and 70. So, if your reward is greater than or equal to 70, delete all that, delete that. That was an amazing performance. Here, you've won yourself a set of crafting items. Yeah, the only place where it might overlap would be with the 100, the 70, and the 50 tier. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the way I have it set, it'll only pay off one reward. Because anytime you're getting the reward, it's resetting the variables before it checks any of the others. Okay, this is going to be more than 75 points. points. No, 770's fine. More than 70 points, what an amazing performance. You get a set of crafting items. And what you get is a bubbling water. And flavor packet. And candied crystals. And a beast hide. And a bottle cap ore. This gives you U1, a bubbling water, flavor packet, candied crystals, beast hide level 1, and bottle cap ore level 1. Cool. And if you've already won the Codex Astartes, so if the best reward gotten is on, then it will do the more than 70 points reward. And if you get the worst score possible again, he'll just be like, how are you so bad at this? Okay. And then lastly, okay. Codex Astartes. All right, we make one final copy. And this is if you score more than 50. More than 50 points. Not bad. Not bad at all. Here. You've won yourself some of my very own homemade treats. And he gives you 2 candied crystals. You won 2 candied crystals. And that's greater than or equal to 50. And it properly resets at every point. And the candied crystals do properly say used for crafting, used for crafting, used for crafting, used for crafting, used for crafting. Okay, good. All right, so let's make sure the reward tiers work. I'm just going to do one quick round of this. All right. And that will be it for today's stream, once I'm done with this. Whoop. Come inside to play a game of... Oh, God, no. I set that up to transfer you. Don't want that. I'm way at the top of the map. There we go. Don't need that. Don't need that. Okay. We go to the tundra. Do 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 do. Okay. Alright, I'm actually going to try to score the worst score. Damn it. Scoring -10 is actually kind of stressful. Damn it! Okay. Okay. Come on, come on, come on. Score negative. I could do this. I know I can do this. Final score, -14. That is the worst score I have ever seen in my life. How do you even function? Here, take these. With skills like that, you're going to need them more than I ever would. You won 3 Diet Pepsi for being the worst. And yes, we got our Diet Pepsi. Good. Alright, now let's do a high score. Oh. Oh, okay. It broke. How did it break? Control switches, snowball game, and off. Okay, so snowball game and was off. The timer... Do I need to specifically reset the timer? I don't know why it did that. Have I not been turning... Snowball game... Snowball game on is 59. So it does turn that off. Did it just not set the switch off because it did a transfer? That was very weird. I don't fully understand what happened there. Seriously, what was that? Okay. Okay, here comes this guy. Damn it. I missed every opportunity to hit him. Alright, he's coming back. It is very easy to get overwhelmed in this game. Okay. Final score 78. More than 70 points. That was an amazing performance. Here you've won yourself a set of crafting items. Okay. I did actually win those things. Alright, so let's take a look at the switches manually. What the hell just happened? Okay. Snowball 1 ready. All of the scores and things are set properly. All of the game variables reset properly. Okay, why? Why did it do that? $50 bottle caps for game, yes. Snowball game, it's turning on the snowball game before it is activating the timer. So what's happening is that when I repeat it, it's immediately trying to check a timer. When the timer is null, meaning that the timer didn't exist already, it's not activating the timer at 0 check, because the timer's not 0, the timer is null. But when I'm resetting it, it's trying to check the timer, but now the timer isn't null. The timer actually has a defined value of 0, and while null isn't enough to break the loop and activate the endgame check, a timer value of 0 is enough. That's what's happening. I'm almost 100% sure that that's what's happening. One of those important times where it's very important to understand the difference between a value of null and a value of 0. I'm almost 100% sure. If you don't score anything, you just don't get a prize. Okay, we're just gonna let this run. Well, I mean, I suppose I can check one of the higher reward tiers. That's like 15 points I got just right there. Damn. Okay, Demon's gonna be coming back. Damn it. Final score 89. 70 points, you win the thing. I know it's possible to get over 100 because I've done it. Okay, and then it immediately fired 2 snowballs. I don't know why it immediately fired 2 snowballs. Oh! Oh! Oh, when I interact with them, the self switch goes on. It's definitely not completely random. There's a lot. There's a lot of stuff. Hold on. Okay. So what I need to do for every one of the snowballs is when Snowball Game End turns on, it has to parallel run, turning off its self switch. That is why 2 of those snowballs fired automatically. Because their self switches were still on, so as soon as the snowball ready activated, the self switch page activated and they fired automatically. That is what happened there. Perfect. Okay. Another debug figured out. That should solve that automatically. Snowball Game End. So, the first thing I want it to do is to fade out the screen. So that we don't see, like, everything sort of reset and reappear. Okay. We just need to see 2 games back-to-back that do not break. And then the stream is done. And I'm pretty sure it's completely fixed now. Okay. Whoop. Okay. Damn it. Okay, get him. Okay. Wait for it. Got it. That's 20 points right there. Damn it. Okay, here he comes. That's a lot more points right there. Final score 111. That was amazing. The only other person I've ever seen score that high was that weird giant fellow Quartus. Here, you can have this. It's something you left here. You want a copy of the Codex Astartes. And yes, we do have a copy of the Codex Astartes. Good. You jerk. You know, given that I've had a few seconds to think about it, I now realize I could make a high score log. It actually would not be too difficult. We would just save, like, the top 3 scores as, like, variables, and then just run a check to see if the current score is higher than any of those. So that's definitely something I can integrate. 108. Alright. More than 70. Yes. Okay. It does not try to reward the ultimate reward again. Instead, it just gives me that. So there's only one reward tier I haven't tested. Okay, so that's 15 points. 18, 19, 20... Hold on. If I bring this up, does the timer keep running? No. Okay. I can literally just set the variable to the score that I want. Why even bother? Score... Game score... We're just gonna put that to 55. Alright, so let's check the mid-tier score. Ugh. Not bad. Not bad at all. Alright, 55, more than 50 points. 2 candied crystals. It resets properly. And we have 3 candied crystals, which is what I would expect to see at this point. So this works. The whole thing works. As far as I know, the entire event has been fully debugged. I'll add, like, a high score board right there. No, I'll add, like, a high score board in here. Shouldn't be hard to make that work. Okay, that is going to be it for today's stream. I've gotten quite a lot done in the last 3.5 hours. I feel very proud of what I have accomplished today. We've got one minigame completely functional and completely debugged now. We've got another minigame being constructed, and this is something I will do. This is something I'll do off stream, because at this point, the rest of building it is going to be less about debugging and more just repeatedly going through lists and changing a couple numbers here and there before copy pasting them again. We've got this part of the world built, this thing here. We've got the entrance to the underwater tunnel, the underwater tunnel terminal. We've got the underwater tunnel. We did a little bit of work in Wallachia. We have the way that you enter Wallachia finally finished. We have the way to go back from Wallachia. All of that was designed today, and it looks absolutely fantastic. I'm so proud. All right, so I think that is all. Thank you all so much for watching. If you're not already a member of the Discord, I do have a Discord set up for the channel. There's a link in the description, probably. Uh, yeah, the daily series right now is Chrono Cross. That's going to be finishing up relatively shortly. Um, Next week, I'm going to be doing my final stream for Tales of Symphonia. Going to be beating that game. Um, as for the rest, I don't really know what's going to happen. We'll have to see how my schedule plays out. But thank you all so much, and I think it is time for me to make the sound to trigger the end card.